Hey there, my name is Anthony Romano, and today I'm going to answer the question of if you need carbs to build muscle. I've been doing the ketogenic diet and keto bodybuilding for the past 7 years, so I'll spoil the answer for you here is that I don't think you need carbs to build muscle from my own experience and from the science that I've read, and I'm going to relay to you in this video. So, keto bodybuilding is the main topic of this. Do you need carbs to build muscle? The answer is kind of, okay? Kind of, but your body can make carbs. So that's the distinction here. You don't need to eat them technically, but here's the deal with carbohydrates and muscle building, okay, and their role. Carbohydrates are basically a quick energy source for your body, so you'll see later on down the line in this video that your body can make them if you're doing keto bodybuilding. And that's where they're going to come in the building phase, right, and breaking down the muscle. But in the repair of muscle and the building of new muscle, basically your body is only going to require insulin to actually build muscle. So insulin gets released when you eat carbs, okay? This is often why people will say you need carbs to build muscle, but in reality you actually need a byproduct of consuming those carbs, which is insulin. So it makes sense that most people eat carbs in their diet when they're trying to bulk. I believe it's a leaner bulk when you do a keto bulk, and I prefer it nowadays, but I've done my share of dirty bulks, right, with carbs in them. And I still had great gains, but I've noticed I've added more fat. This is also a result of insulin, because too much insulin causes your body to store fat. This is the actual hormone that creates fat gain, okay? And insulin sensitivity is how sensitive you are to insulin, how sensitive you are to using insulin properly without burning fat, using it to power your muscles and to stimulate mTor, which is a muscle building pathway in your body. So mTor controls basically almost all the muscle building in your body. And a couple things can stimulate it that aren't necessarily requiring carbs. This is insulin and this is leucine. Leucine is a type of protein and type of amino acid that you can get from protein sources, BCA supplements, and basically this can stimulate mTor on its own. So this is also another thing of you don't necessarily need carbs to build muscle because leucine can stimulate mTor on its own. However, leucine is a very insulinogenic protein. It stimulates insulin when you consume it, so it also stimulates the insulin part of the equation to create muscle building. With carbohydrates, you can stimulate insulin far more than most other foods because every food that you eat is going to stimulate insulin in some sort of way or another, but if it's a protein, it will stimulate insulin more than a fat. And if it's a carb, it's going to stimulate insulin more than a protein. So you can still get adequate amount of insulin stimulus from certain proteins and from eating food in general. Now, if you're getting more leucine, that would be more optimal to stimulate mTor, better types of proteins. It goes hand in hand with getting enough protein. And also you would need an energy surplus, right? Which we know, eating enough calories, right? Calorie surplus is also a requirement for building muscle because you can't be building new muscle when you are in a 3,000 calorie deficit. When you're starving yourself, you can't build new muscle. It's just a fact. Your body's going to try to preserve rather than build. I have experience in my time with keto bodybuilding. During my cuts, my strength has went up, and I have videos on this as well. And this is different because when you're on a keto metabolism, your body is better able to use stored fat. It has access to thousands and thousands of calories stored in your body. But as far as this video concerns you, do we need carbs to build muscle? The answer is, in terms of breaking down muscle, you'll get a more effective breakdown and a more effective workout if you have carbs in your body. So whether you've consumed them or whether your body's producing them because you're keto adapted and stores them based off of excess protein that you're eating that it can turn into carbs. Now, from the actual recovery phase, we know that you only need insulin technically or leucine. Those are both capable, but you probably would want a good combination of both. Some people want studies. I have a video on a study where basically they took people on a ketogenic diet and they built more muscle than those with a carb diet. And that's a topic for another video, which is why I made a video on it, and you can find that on my page. But overall, calorie surplus seems to be key, and when we're talking about understanding this and breaking it down, it's going to be insulin as a byproduct of carbs is necessary, and leucine is also necessary and beneficial to building new muscle. Do you need carbs to break down those muscles in the first place? Maybe, but even if you're not keto adapted, then you can still break down the muscle fibers. And if you are keto adapted, you have carbs in your muscles anyways. So hopefully this gave you an indication to what the world of keto bulking is like, if you need carbs technically, and if keto is ever an option for you. You know, I personally found that I could build small bits of muscle while I'm losing fat, and I actually in my other video explained that I've added 30 to 40 pounds off of on certain lifts. I've increased every single lift by even just a couple reps to levels like 30 to 40 pounds, despite losing close to 40 pounds in like 4 or 5 months. So if you're interested in keto bodybuilding and you really want to maximize your fitness and performance, I truly believe keto is one of the best ways to do that. And that's why I specialize in it and try to inform people like yourself with these videos. If you'd like a free keto training plan, free keto meal plan, both in the description. You can also enter my Keto 60-Day Transformation Challenge, where you can possibly win some prizes if you win. So besides that, leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll answer you. I answer everybody. And thanks for watching. Click the notification, subscribe bell, and peace.